can't believe that in 2.5 years I have never done a video about Harry Potter. Hey, it's Liz, and it's Monday, and originally this was going to be a video about S.H.I.E.L.D., but I'm still not caught up on the series because I've been kind of scared to be, so we will be postponing my very valid opinions on it for another week, I suppose. Today, we are talking about something that is still relevant and important. It's Harry Potter, and specifically, I'm talking about what it's like to be a Slytherin. Now, when I say what it's like to be a Slytherin, I mean what it's like to be an IRL Slytherin, not so much in the books. Not only is it kind of difficult to do that, and it would take a lot more planning to make that kind of video because I would want to get my facts completely straight. I would want to, do some in-depth analysis of the books. Would love to do that eventually, and I think I'm going to do that for all 4 houses in March of 2018. For now, we are just going to be talking about what it is to be a Slytherin in real life, because I am a Slytherin in real life, and it just keeps coming up lately. So yeah, let's talk about that. This whole thing sort of started on Friday when I was watching a video from one of my favorite YouTubers, and I love her, and I'm not gonna name her just to, keep any implicated shade out of that because there is none. She was talking about how she doesn't know her Hogwarts house yet, and was talking about which ones she wants to be, which ones she probably is, but definitely not Slytherin. And there's a few ways she could have meant it. She could have meant, I'm not ambitious and cunning and all of that stuff, so therefore, I don't align with the Slytherin traits and values. Or she meant, Slytherins are evil. Of course I'm not a Slytherin. And you might think, okay, but that's a fictional house. Why would anyone be offended by that? And that's a valid question. Why would someone be offended by that? Well, because no matter how seriously you take fiction, which could range from not serious at all to I want to live in this world, people take their Hogwarts houses very seriously. They become one with their house. They are like, yes, I am Ravenclaw and Ravenclaw is me. And they get very into it. And if you think that we Slytherins are not the same way, you're wrong, because we are. But it's harder because for all of the people who are like one with their house and believe that their house is the best house, for the most part, they're going to have some negative thoughts about Slytherins because they still see the entire Hogwarts world through the eyes of a Gryffindor who was influenced to think the way that he does. When I first got sorted into Slytherin, I was a freshman in high school, so I was 14. And I wasn't very far in the series, so I was just kind of like taking shots in the dark, guessing at what each house really represented. And I pretty much still thought that Gryffindors were the good ones, Ravenclaws were the smart ones, Hufflepuffs were the fun ones, and that Slytherins were the evil ones, because that's just how they're presented in the books, and it takes a lot more, reading and comprehension to understand why it's that way in the books and what all of the houses actually represent, which is clearly different. We're just focusing on Slytherin. So I'm like, I bet I'm gonna get either Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff because those just align with my personality the most, I think. I got Slytherin, and I didn't really know what to make of that because I was like, oh gosh, is this saying that I'm a bad person? Is that what this is saying? And so, I was like, LOL, yeah, because, I'm evil. But, that's not what it means. And I know that now. But me then was like kind of freaking out, pretending not to be freaking out, because I'm like, I don't want to be aligned as a bad person. It was bad enough that recently I had been thrown into the category as an INTJ, which, guess what? Everyone thinks that villains are INTJs, because INTJs also are evil, and that's just like a real thing, not even a fictional thing. So being put in Slytherin was like really making me self-conscious. This thing sort of happens where I'm like, oh god, oh no, there are some people who are like really anti-Slytherin who are gonna fight me about this. And then I realized there was this little welcome section. I don't know if it exists for people who are new to Pottermore anymore, because I know that the website is incredibly different. A lot of the things aren't there that used to be there, and to be honest, I don't go on it as much. There was this whole little welcome section that was basically like, so you're a Slytherin. It's not a bad thing to be a Slytherin, and it basically goes through this whole list of good Slytherins and how Merlin was a Slytherin and all of this stuff, and it's like, no matter what anyone tells you about this house, it's not the bad house. You're just ambitious. And sometimes people are ambitious about the wrong things, but that doesn't make ambition wrong in and of itself, right? And it was the warmest thing. It was so nice. I hope that something like that is still on Pottermore, especially for the newer people who just get sorted into Slytherin and haven't yet realized that they're not the bad people. And so this whole thing kind of happens where you're like, wait, so this is something to be proud of. All I'm saying is, yo, I'm ambitious and cunning enough to achieve my ambitions, and ambition in most cases just means, oh, you think I can't eat this whole pizza? Watch me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can leave a comment below answering 1, what is your Hogwarts house? And 2, has this opened your eyes about Slytherins, or are you a Slytherin supporter, or like, what up with that? You can follow me in the links in the description box below. There is a new section at the bottom. It's not super new anymore, but it's still kind of new. It says I have a Facebook page and you should check it out. Yeah. Be a bro, share this video with another bro, and if you haven't done that, so get subscribed because I make new videos every Monday.